Arch Rival was founded in 2005 in St. Louis, Missouri, and played their first WFTDA sanctioned game in 2008. Since then, Arch Rival has established itself as a prominent WFTDA league, and their charter team has been on the steady rise in the national rankings. Arch Rival has established a culture dedicated to hard work and the desire to be great. And with the addition of former Bay Area Skater Bricktator in 2015, the team has continued to thrive and build on that culture. The Arch Rival All-Stars have been in the top 10 in rankings the last 4 years and will be making their 4th consecutive WFTDA Champs appearance this year. We interviewed Bricktator, both Action and Shear-RA Powers at the 2017 Champs in Philadelphia, and we want to get a little glimpse into their backstories and the culture that has made Arch Rival so successful over the years. This is Roller Derby Diaries, the Arch Rival episode.
Hi, I'm Bolt Action. I play for Arch Rival Roller Derby.
I'm Bricktator and I skate for Arch Rival Roller Derby.
My name's Shear-RA Powers and I skate for Arch Rival Roller Derby.
I started out playing soccer, then I moved on to play hockey. I played hockey for about 10 years, and then I played lacrosse from 8th grade in high school all the way through college. So the team sport aspect was definitely something I wanted to continue in my life, and the hockey background really helps, and the lacrosse background with the juking and kind of spinning is beneficial for sure.
I grew up and I played hockey, but before I did that, I actually figure skated for a number of years and actually did some synchronized skating. And I also grew up playing soccer. So roller derby is this wonderful mix of being able to skate and also not being afraid to take a hit and give a hit.
Brick has an artistic skating style. She's able to do a pirouette and somehow get past an entire pack of skaters. So I really like how she uses her edges and she gets low and uses her power to get by people. So I've been trying to channel that a little bit and use the muscles that she's using and try and replicate that. Nobody can, but I'm doing my best.
I swam from when I was younger all the way up through high school. I swam, I did soccer, and then I also did competitive cheerleading, which is kind of a secret.
I did know that Shear-RA was a competitive cheerleader. You go back and you look at pictures from 10 years ago and you're like, is that really you? But she definitely has the enthusiasm of a cheerleader, but she has yet to show us a full routine.
I've seen some moves. We're still waiting for a full routine, a cheerleading routine from Shear-RA.
I found roller derby about 7 years ago. I went to a game with a friend and instantly fell in love. I've played team sports my entire life and wanted to continue that after college. I was about to graduate college and I was feeling kind of sad about not having a team to play with anymore, and derby kind of came into my life at a perfect time, and I've been obsessed ever since. Non-stop.
I started playing roller derby in 2012 with Bay Area, and then the last 3 seasons I've been skating with Arch Rival.
I've been skating with the league for about 4 years now. Started as a crossover skater with the B team and then working my way up the totem pole to skate for our All-Stars team. I got introduced through a friend. My friend's mom found tickets on Groupon and was like, hey, you want to go see some roller derby? And I'm like, that sounds stupid. Why would I want to go do that? And they're like, oh, they have beer. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Shear-RA finding derby through a Groupon is the perfect love story.
And I love that people can come to roller derby from all kinds of backgrounds, but through all different avenues, right? Seeing a team in a parade, a Groupon, right? Going to a game and just jumping in and not really knowing much about it, but just knowing that it's cool and I want to be a part of that.
I am overly obsessed with lightning, so I knew I had to have something that incorporated lightning, but also it couldn't just be lightning. So I was asking around for friends' ideas, and I got a list of like 5 or 6 different names, and I posted on Facebook and created a poll, and Bolt Action won by landslides.
Actually, I had nothing to do with my derby name. I had a really good friend of mine come up with it. So She-Ra from He-Man was like this awesome 70s superhero cartoon that I thought was really cool. And when I started derby, I had like long flowing blonde hair and it just kind of fit the script. So in real life, I'm a hairstylist, so I just kind of put in the shear and the ra and the powers and, you know, mighty sword with it, and then just kind of went with it.
I grew a lot skating with Bay Area because we played at such a high level, and I have a lot of respect and love for that league. And so I was able actually to bring a lot of that energy and that passion for the sport to St. Louis, which already existed, but we kind of just had this cohesive gel now that we were able to implement. And it's a different kind of community because there is a pretty well-established men's roller derby league also in St. Louis, so we have more of a men's and women's kind of community feel. And so we play each other, we have lots of co-ed practices, and we help each other grow in different ways.
Having Brooke is probably one of the best things ever. She's, I don't know, well, everyone knows her as Mom because she's obviously adopted that name so naturally because she takes care of us, you know. She tells us what time to eat, work out, and be on time, and all that fun stuff. She's been great. She's been such a huge asset to the team, and you know, having her around has, if anything, made me want to work harder. You know, because she's Mom. You wanna get that approval, and you don't want to let her down.
So last year at Champs was my first game with Arch. So this is technically my second Champs, but it's my first real season, so I'm calling it my rookie season with the All-Stars.
Oh my God, one hand. That's like, I love screaming that every time she jams. She's just like, she is bolt action. She's this lightning bolt, like coming down and piercing on all these like, you know, heavy duty blocker walls, but she's so cool. I love watching her. She is so strong, so powerful. She does these moves to the inside or outside line to where she'll like drop down and you think you got her out. And then all of a sudden she's like, haha, got ya, and then like sprints through and just breaks the pack and then scores all the points. She's amazing.
This year coming into Champs, I had an entire year to practice with the team, train with the team, and I got to play some really high level derby before coming here. So we trained a lot, and I've learned so much this season, so I was a lot less stressed, a lot less scary. I mean, it's still scary. We played Rose City, but you know, we've prepared for it.
Bolt and I actually had a moment at the beginning of Champs this year, reflecting back to a year ago when she had recently joined the league and she was actually blocking, and she maybe went in 2 or 3 jams last year at Champs. Again, fast forward to a year to now, and she destroys other teams and is so powerful and is unpredictable in the way that she moves, and it's really hard for blockers to really wrap her in. And she just has been a critical asset to our success this season.
When Shear-RA is on my team, I love her. She's a dream. When Shear-RA is on the other team, she's a complete nightmare. She's impossible to get by. Shear-RA has lateral moves like I've never seen before. She can catch a jammer on one skate, like on one edge, and still stop them and make them cry. And I've been there, let's be real.
Shear-RA Powers is one of our blockers that is top of the line. She has a way of using her beautiful long legs to take up track, and when you think there's a space and a lane to take, all of a sudden her butt is in your gut and your breath is being taken out of you, and you hate it, but you love it at the same time because she's on your team, and you're excited because other people now have to face that and not you.
Brick's mom bought me a patch this year with a lightning bolt on it because it reminded her of me. So I say we go way back, yeah.
So we have our iconic arch on the side of our helmet. As many people are familiar in St. Louis, we are the gateway to the West. And so the arch is really a symbol of independence and of exploration. And so we really embrace that as a city. And so wanting to recognize that not only on our uniforms, but also on our helmet.
I love the Arch logo on our helmets. I think it looks so clean with like the fade. It's gorgeous. It makes our helmet stand out from all the other S1 helmets that we see here at Champs.
My mom actually used to own a scrapbook store, and so she has access to all these wonderful technologies that people now have when they're creating things, and so she helped design and cut out this decal for us so that we could make it our own and add it to our helmet.
Oh my God, she's the best. She is like literally, so even though she's mom is grandma, but she's also mom's mom. So it's great because we kind of have 2 moms that we inherited, because she does all the scrapbooking and then she, you know, is like our biggest fangirl. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I could imagine if Brick was like a Girl Scout and did Girl Scout things, like her mom would be like the #1 like scout leader, you know? And or like soccer mom or softball mom and just bring all the treats and all the, you know, participation trophies. Like, you guys did so good, I'm so proud of you, even though we probably like got killed by like 100 points or something.
I have to give a shout out to my mom who helped make these decals happen. And so, you know, shout out to my mom.
It feels awesome. I'm super excited. To be honest, it's like a dream. Like, I never thought, like, thinking about playing high-level derby and like being able to go home and say, I'm an athlete, you know? I do something that's really freaking cool, and I get to tell all my friends and family about it, and they get excited. And
so this season in general has been different for Arch Rival, where each year as I've been a part of the league has gotten harder because the competition we're playing is better, because we are also better. And we want to compete with the best to be the best. And we've been able then to go to Champs 3 years in a row. It's always part of the goal. And we had our first game this weekend against London. Felt really strong coming out of that game, then taking on Rose today. Also feeling pretty strong by the end. Had to work some things out, as you always do when you're playing roller derby. Had to figure out what works and what doesn't as you go throughout the game. But training throughout the season, really being focused on not just our strategy, not just our strength, but also our team community and the culture that we have, where you can sing and dance and play with giant parachutes that you use in elementary school gym class, and balancing that with making sure that we push each other on the track to be the best skaters that we can be.
in the beginning of the year, we had a mission. We had a mission to work our way up the totem pole and to just better ourselves in our gameplay, focusing on other teams and learning from them, and then learning how to beat them has been great. But overall, our development as a whole and as a family and as a team has been the greatest experiences ever.
Only 12 teams out of all of WFTDA get to be here, and it is a privilege to be here. And we really want to make sure that we honor that and respect people that are our opponents, but also the community that comes to Champs, right, and supports us. And we don't know you, but you're cheering for us, and we are very appreciative of that, because we're here to celebrate roller derby and what we are all a part of.